Satire, or criticism achieved through comedy, is a wonderful thing. There's little I enjoy more than a clever joke that makes me laugh while also delivering a pointed and sincere criticism. And I'm not alone. It's the reason behind the success of acts like Jon Stewart, Stephen Colbert, John Oliver, the list goes on. But what happens when the sincere point you're trying to illustrate through comedy is that certain topics are never to be trivialized, mocked, or otherwise joked about? Well, it turns out you get the cringy, confusing, and unintentionally hilarious mess of a trending topic that was hashtag feminist Christmas songs on Twitter over the holiday. A writer at Distractify, a lesser-known publication for those of us who find BuzzFeed too intellectual, compiled these tweets into one centralized safe space for us all to observe. Trigger warning, it gets really dark really quickly. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Restraining orders often don't work. Okay, but at least that one's based in some level of fact, I guess. Hard to believe it actually gets worse. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost asking for consent because he can't just nip at your nose without permission. Not funny. I have to see my abuser every day. I never consented to this. I'm dreaming of a racially ambiguous holiday. The weather is supremacist? Today's forecast is ultra racist! Not that I'd expect journalistic integrity from this publication, but they didn't report on the hilarious counter tweets. The tweets satirizing the shoddy satire of this hashtag for full satireception. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. So open up Twitter then. Kill all men, kill all men, kill all men. Hark the herald. Transgender, omnisexual, health identity, size, self-diagnosed, special snowflake angel can sing. On the 12th day of racially ambiguous holiday, my gender-neutral romantic interest, whose boundaries I respect as a modern man, gave to me 12 student loan payments, 11 feminist singing, 10 leaps in logic, 9 transracial, gender fluid otherkins, 8 fake harassments, 7 facial piercings, 6 Tumblr reblogs, 5 Patreon donations, 4 sympathetic BuzzFeed listicles, 3 Israel protests, 2 Twitter bans, and a mocha and a handful of biscotti. Let's revisit the premise for this article and for this hashtag. Have you ever noticed that some Christmas carols have some pretty weird lyrics? It's like all the Christmas songs in the world were written in 1945 and it never occurred to anyone that they might need to be updated a little bit. Who and what is weird here? It's weird to think the weather should ask for your consent. It's weird to think the natural color of precipitation has racial undertones. It's weird to wish death by hoof trauma upon those with whom you disagree. All of these things are just as weird today as they would have been in 1945. And as the viral meme illustrates, be careful in assuming our peers of that generation were mistaken in their worldview. They stormed beaches facing almost certain death to preserve free society and defeat actual ethnic oppression. And today we sit on the internet demanding body-positive empowerment for a fictional red-nosed reindeer. I'll let you decide which generation is the weird one. Thanks as always for listening and for supporting this channel. Always appreciate the thoughtful discussion down below, and especially over on Twitter. That is @skag_3. You're always welcome to come chat with me and hang out in my live stream. That link is down in the description. Looking forward to it. Okay, bye.